boys, and today we'll be continuing Inuyasha. And, by the way, they're there because I just got done reviewing the Barbie movie and haven't taken them down yet. So, anyways, okay, last episode, we faced off against the Thunder Brothers. Well, actually, it was a two-parter. Spoilers, they are dead. We dunked them, and we got introduced to Shippo, which is, by the way, it looks like a girl, so adorable. And it's very clear to us and everyone around, hopefully Kagome can see, but it's pretty clear that Inuyasha is like, kind of secretly like in love with Kagome, really, after the whole, dude, it was a fake out, but I legit thought for a second that they died, and I was like, bruh. But no. Where do we go from here? I assume shard collecting. So yeah, I'm gonna start this in 3, 2, 1.
He was reincarnated as a young woman named Kagome.
Oh yeah, the booby centipede lady.
To complete her mission. Now, the journey begins for Inuyasha.
Wait, she just said she turned into Kagome?
And the young woman from the modern age.
What?
Terror of the Ancient Noh Mask.
Okay, boys. No way. Clear.
What's your hurry, Kagome? Not so fast. You're not going anywhere until you hand over the shards of the sacred jewel.
In my area, girls go to school, and it just so happens that this girl has a huge final tomorrow to study for.
Oh.
This is so bad, I might fail the class even if I ace the exam.
Dang. What? He's gonna block it.
What does it look like? I'm gonna cover up the well for good.
Bro, he don't care about the shards. He just wants Kagome to leave him. He probably cares about both, actually. That's gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt. Oh.
Stay, boy. I'll be back in 3 days.
3? What? Yeah, he's obviously gonna follow you. He loves you. Soda. Watch this. What now? Soda.
Now for the secret rice wine.
What is this stuff? It smells like sake.
Kagome, it's you! I knew my prayers would be answered.
Thanks for worrying about me, Gramps. You don't know how much it means to me.
See, Sota?
Okay, how does she get out now?
Where's that dog guy Inuyasha? Didn't
No, God.
Of course I didn't. I've got better things to do than spend my time babysitting a demon all day.
Wow, really?
Oh, brother. My life's getting a bit
That is a fat piece of bread. What the heck?
I've lived here
It's like half a loaf.
since I was born. I'm gonna wake up to find out it's all a bad dream or something. But it's not a dream.
A bad dream.
I'll just have to find a way to deal with it.
You secretly like Inuyasha. I mean, I hope. This is kind of hype. Is this a full... Oh, she just has those with her? I mean, I guess nothing can really get them here, right? I mean, what's the odds of someone actually just like sneaking in, like robbing the place and taking those? That'd be so whack. Huh?
Hey, wait up, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Kagome.
We get a school episode?
It's school. We heard about your accident with the cat. That is one nasty place to get bitten.
Huh?
How's your back after that fall out of bed?
Before you put your back out, you were away for some Lyme disease tests. Got the results back yet?
Oh, these are all the cover-ups.
Ringworm. Come on,
Oh.
Gramps. Couldn't you have told them I had a cold?
Hey, Kagome.
Oh, snap. No way.
How are you making...
Hopefully Inuyasha doesn't find out about this.
I told you, the mega hunk.
Wow, talk about a double whammy. Bunions and gout?
Wow.
Not really.
Aren't you even excited? Oh no, maybe she likes someone else.
Come on, I don't like anyone.
If you did, what would he
She actually likes a demon who's part dog.
Sexual type.
I don't know. He
Definitely not intellectual.
Not selfish. He wouldn't get mad easily. He'd be kind and understanding. And he'd bring me flowers and write me poetry. Someone the exact opposite.
He'll get there eventually.
Guy for me.
But see how she keeps referring back to Inuyasha?
Stop
I was
using
back.
Get off ye, Duff, and seek out some information on the sacred jewel.
And if ye hadn't noticed, my back's out of control
If
against
ye-
all those sick commands.
Dude, I love he just roast everyone.
Back, Kagome. You're gonna pay for this.
Wait, what?
The storehouse is on fire!
What's up with the sussy baka music? Are those eyes? Oh.
This is terrible! The Noh Mask has burned through the talismans that have sealed up its evil for generations.
Oh, snap.
Must have the physical body.
What?
To seal it up again!
You got this, Gramps.
Body. I must possess a body.
Oh, no. Is he gonna take Hojo, that character that just got introduced this episode? Oh, it doesn't even have to be an actual body, just... Oh, yeah, I guess it has to be it.
I must
Yeah, it needs to be human.
body.
It's looking for living flesh to
That's so creepy.
bonus.
He's kind of old.
Soul yearns for a living.
I must stop it.
Give me flesh and blood.
This is so creepy. Gramps better not be dead.
Hey you, this area's off limits.
Bro, it's her house.
For all your help, officer.
No problem.
Oh, okay. Cop didn't seem like he's dead. Or, you know, Gramps.
Storehouse caught on fire and Grandpa was trapped inside in the smoke.
Grandpa's hurt?
Oh, don't worry.
Oh.
He'd fainted and suffered from a bit of smoke inhalation, but they say
Oh.
2 or 3 days in the hospital and he should be good as new. I'm just on my way to check in on him and see how he's doing.
I'm going with
Okay.
Kagome, you stay here and wait for Sota.
Sota!
Someone's got to explain things to him.
How could a fire start in the storehouse?
I know.
This doesn't sound right.
Yoshy boys. Where's the shards? Oh wait, is that how it started? The shard, the sun reflected off the shards? And is that what caused the fire? That is so creepy.
Hey, what's the problem?
Look, that's just so, it's so creepy.
Say something. What's the matter?
I really don't like this, boys. I do not like that mask.
Don't worry, Sota. It wasn't in the main shrine and no one was seriously hurt.
Wait a second. Are we gonna have to get Inuyasha up in here? In the human realm? Or I guess present time, really?
Hurry! Sir, requesting to call in for backup. This just in. A fire truck is driving wildly through the streets, completely out of control and smashing into anything and anyone in its path. The number
Okay.
fired so far has not been confirmed, since
Oof.
every person that crosses its path seems to have vanished into thin air. That's
Vanishes?
no more is known about the incident. We strongly advise everyone to stay off the streets.
The flesh is disintegrating. If I can find more shards of the sacred jewel, I can gain the power to stop this flesh from decomposing. Then I will have
Oh
an
my
almighty,
gosh.
everlasting body of living, pulsating flesh.
They're talismans. The firefighters found them plastered over Grandpa's face and in
Connect the dots, Kagome.
Poor Grandpa. Something must have really spooked him.
Beware the flesh-eating mask. Beware the ancient flesh-eating
Did he really just say that asleep? What the heck? I mean, thank you, very convenient grandpa.
Since Mom's going to stay at the hospital and watch over Grandpa in case he wakes up.
You're not gonna connect the dots, Kagome? Did you not hear what he just said?
Me to sleep here?
No chance. You can stay in your own room.
Please, sis.
Really?
Don't be such a scaredy cat. I'm going to be up all night studying for a test.
Something creepy happened in there, sis. I just know it.
I know, for real, Kagome. Connect the dots.
flesh-eating mask.
Something's
Where's your
wrong.
shards?
We've never had trouble like this at the shrine before, so why now?
The
Why after
shards?
all these generations? Huh? The jewel shards. That's it.
Yup.
Because I brought the jewel shards back.
Just, I was gonna say drop him down the whale or well, but I don't know. Look, that's so freaky, man. Oh, that's how they're just disappearing in the air. It's literally like absorbing them. Oh my. I hate that face. It's so creepy. Hey, what's that movie? There's a movie with like a blob thing like that with a face like that. I don't know. I forget what it's called.
No mask.
Spirited Away, I think.
Of the no mask.
Dude, this house is getting dunked. Yo, we need Inuyasha. God, that's so gross.
The flesh-eating mask that Grandpa was mumbling about in the hospital.
Oh yeah. Don't break, don't break. So it just like sensed them and knew where to find it, I guess. Did she just get cut?
Shikon Jewel.
Come on.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, bring Sota.
We've got to get away from the mask. I have to call Inuyasha. He's the only one who can help us.
Kagome. Look at your finger.
Yep, that's from the glass. Hopefully she don't get HIV. Or soda, you better wash your hands. Not good. This is... I hate this baddie. This thing is disgusting looking.
Me the jewel shards.
I hate this. I hate this.
There's a jewel fragment on its forehead. So that's why it's after these shards. I've got to get Soto away from here and out of
So,
danger.
where did the shard come from? Was there just a shard in the mask?
Well, and get Inuyasha. Tell him there are
What?
shards here. That should be enough to get him to cross over and help us.
Oh gosh, you got this. Just eagle dive.
I can handle this.
I believe in you, Soda. He really did it. Why did it work now? Inuyasha decided to come through himself? Or do you think he heard Kagome?
Yasha.
In the flesh, kid. Now what's this problem you need help with?
Let's go. Dude, this is so hype. I was saying this like 4 episodes ago. I think it would be so cool seeing this.
Through the hidden well.
This is so weird looking.
My sister?
Sure, I'm not human, remember? I can pick up scents from miles around with this nose.
Kagome cut her hand on some glass.
Don't have to tell me that. I can smell the blood from back in the well. Fear not.
Wow.
Wait before she gets into any real trouble.
Let's
That's
go.
what he's like. He's whiny and a show-off and a total egomaniac. The guy's a complete pain.
This can't be the same guy Kagome was telling me about.
See?
Sure, his outfit's a bit out of date, but Inuyasha's the only guy around here I think I can trust.
Dude, Inuyasha go hard, boys. Dude, he's so cool. How the heck did she get up here?
What's taking him so long?
Man,
Hand me the shards of the Shikon Jewel.
so gross.
Soul stealer!
I don't think that does anything to this thing. Yeah, no. We're gonna have to destroy that mask.
Nice timing.
You alright?
Sure, I'm fine.
Before we get on with my little rescue mission here, this might be an appropriate time for an apology, wouldn't you say?
Apologies.
Dropping the boulder.
For what? For shouting all those incantations and putting my back out, that's what? Now she has to call to beg me for help.
Oh, that. Yeah, now it's coming back.
Even if she didn't beg you, Inuyasha would have came anyways.
She makes it sound like she's apologizing for stepping on my foot.
Besides, the mask has a shard of the sacred jewel. Don't you want to add it to our collection?
How?
He's refusing to
How does that even happen? I thought all the shards were together at one point, weren't they?
hero. He's shrinking to life-size proportions before my very eyes.
I am the flesh-eating mask. Centuries ago, I
So
was
gross.
from a giant tree, which had a fragment of the sacred Shikon Jewel embedded in it. Since my creation, I have craved human flesh and devoured my victims. But now, I wish to have a living body that will not rot. For that, I require
What?
power from the sacred jewel.
I don't know how many humans you've eaten so far. But it's time to lose some weight!
Really?
What the?
You fell into my
Oh, I hate this thing.
escape me.
This is the grossest thing we've fought in so far, boys. I hate this thing. Ah, it's so gross. Oh my gosh.
The mask is after this bottle. I'll throw it away. No, that won't work. I can't let it have these jewels.
Bro. Where's the Tetsaiga? Is it not usable in this world? Oh, oh wait. No, yeah, okay, no, yeah, it works. Whoa, it worked. Tetsaiga MVP again.
The mask.
It took out the Tetsaiga took out the past 4 foes. Sesshomaru, both brothers, and the mask.
Inuyasha!
So
You alright? How's your hand?
Fine. Okay, this is weird.
just like the person she's been talking about, like Hojo, yeah,
Not so nice, but kinda nice.
it's the perfect partner.
The morning light, but he looks pretty cool standing there with his sword. Wait,
Let's
what?
go.
Light? Oh no, it's morning already and I haven't studied for my test. Thanks, Inuyasha.
Let's
It's been a
go.
pleasure. See ya.
It's been a slice.
And Sota, don't forget to pick up those jewel shards and bring them home with you. Inuyasha, I'm gonna be super mad if you're still around when I get back from school.
Bro, this is so epic.
I've got a new hero.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, man. Wow. That was such a weird episode. I loved it. Dude, this show keeps surprising me. I never would have expected an episode like this. That is just so cool. Dude, this episode was so... I mean, I love this show. This is so good. Just so good, boys. It was so gross. I don't know what it is, dude. The mask, it's just so uncanny. It's just... It just feels like it's staring into my soul. I hated that mask. Thing was so gross. And apparently, it was carved from a tree, which the tree had a shard embedded into it. But that's a little confusing to me, because I was under the impression that the shard didn't just like 6-7 episodes we had the shard in full, and then it blew up because Kagome shot it. So how the heck does this mask have a shard in it in present time? How the heck does that work? I don't know. Its motives doesn't make much of any sense. It needs a host that won't rot. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's freaky. I don't quite understand its motive too much. I guess because trees rot? I mean, no, they don't rot. They only rot if they're cut down, really, right? Like us. If we get cut down, we're gonna rot. I really like this episode. And I love that they keep... This isn't just like a throwaway thing that they bring back every few episodes. It's like a continuous thing that's been happening. The weird relationship between Kagome and Inuyasha. It is definitely there. And it's just strange. We got this character, I think his name's Hojo. He's like the dreamy boy or whatever. That was it. He was there for 5-10 seconds and he's gone. Very strange. I think he was only there to like... for a later scene, which is the scene that we get at the end with Inuyasha, where the sun comes up behind him and he's like all dreamy and he's like that person. The complete opposite of what she was saying Inuyasha was like. So I think that's the whole reason they set that up, was just for that scene, I'm pretty sure. It worked, and it was cool because everything she was talking about is what Inuyasha was like at the end there. And he does have like this weird like switch where he acts like he always does, and then it switches to where he's like the protective Inuyasha, where he cares about Kagome. They made it seem that Sota actually called Inuyasha, but I don't think that's actually... I mean, I could be wrong, but I think he said he was able to smell her blood. But I think he sensed that she was in danger, so that's why he came, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if Sota really had anything to do with it. I could be wrong. But Sota took it like a champ. He just belly flopped on dirt, boys. He fell like, I don't know, 20 feet plus. He just body smacked that ground, boys, and he just took it like a champ. That's crazy. But I really like it. I love seeing Inuyasha care for Sota. Not Sota. Kagome. It's so cool. And this also, this creature, this flesh-eating mask, it devoured like 14 cops and like some firemen. They don't just come back. They're like gone. This thing really just ate all of those people. And they're just gone, apparently. I did not see any bodies return. They're gone. This thing literally just ate like 15 people. Dude, Gramps got lucky. This thing is devouring everybody. Somehow it did not eat Gramps. I'm assuming the reason why it didn't eat him is because there was a fire in the place with Gramps. So that mask was like, yo, I'm about to head out. And it got out. Probably because it didn't want it's carved from a tree. So I'm assuming it's flammable. You know what I mean? So that's probably why it didn't eat Gramps. That's the only thing I could think of. So yeah, little side note. Soda wants to be a famous soccer player. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I really like Kagome. I mean, obviously I like her, but for some reason this episode in particular, the way she seems to like care about Sota and just like go about her day, I don't know. I really like Kagome. She's grown on me even more, which I already liked her a lot. One thing I do wish that we saw was when Inuyasha was like jumping around trying to find Kagome, I would like him to have like point out, be like, whoa, what the heck are these things? Like these cars are like, he literally jumped on like electricity, like a box, like a power line box. Like, you know what I mean? I wish he would have like mentioned like what the heck is all this, because he's never seen any of these things. Like, he even jumped on like a car or a truck or something, right? Or a bus. I know, I would have liked to have seen like, you know, like, whoa, what the heck is that? But I mean, it is what it is. Dude, you know what would be so epic? Kind of like, if this ever happens, this is going to be like 4 seasons down, but if Kagome and Inuyasha go on a date and they like go in the human world and they go on the Ferris wheel, boys. I don't know why I thought of that. I just think that would be super epic. I mean, that's pretty much it. Super contained episode. And even, okay, Kagome has to go take a test right now, and even if she doesn't, she could easily use this as an excuse. Her Gramps is literally in the hospital because, I mean, a killer flesh mask almost ate her grandpa. Just use that as an excuse. That would work perfectly. I mean, there's like 15 people has died by it. You know, this creature thing that's like consuming people, like a crazy fire truck that's eating people or whatever. Just use that thing as an excuse. You know what I mean? And it literally crashed into their house. So use that as an excuse and should probably like excuse you from even having to take it, really. But they might be like, yo, because she's already used like 7 different excuses. Well, Gramps did for her, and they're all like terrible excuses. But this one's like legit. I mean, a fire truck literally bashed through her, like smashed into her house. You know what I mean? So just use that as an excuse, and you probably won't even have to take the test. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm enjoying it. And I'm a little confused on how the mask had the shard to begin with. That doesn't make much of any sense to me, because weren't all the shards together just like 5-6 episodes ago? So how the heck does this thing have a shard in it? Maybe there's different jewels, or they're jewels, right? I think. Alright, I'm in here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.